Do you guys know how the internet and media outlets would normally describe Kylie Jenner as aged looking or looking really old? Well, a few publicists, media outlets, blog sites, they've been doing this to Millie Bobby Brown. And as such, she's not happy about it. She finds it to be disturbing and ruthless. And as such, she is calling each and every single journalist out who has done an article talking about her appearance. Now, in case you're not aware, Miss Millie Bobby Brown has recently appeared on a few red carpet events, and immediately the media outlets were quick to dissect her looks. And as such, she's definitely not happy about it. She's hurt, and she has made a post on her Instagram page. And in that post, she also has a video talking about each media outlet, each journalist, and what they had to say about her appearance. Now, many people, they ran to her page and they were very quick to support her statement. Now, 17 hours ago, she said, and I quote, I'm also going to share the clip with you guys. She says, I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me, something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think it's necessary to speak up about this. I started in this industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things season 1, and because I don't, I'm now a target. Let's talk about the articles, the headlines, the people who are so desperate to tear young women down. Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby aging so badly? Boy, Lydia Hacken. What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face? By John Ely. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mom as she guides younger sister Ava through LA by Cassie Carpenter. Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes a savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mommy makeover look, written by Bethan Edwards, amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism, it's bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices, it's disturbing. The fact that some of these articles are written by women, even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting women, but when the time comes, it seems easier to tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman on her terms, not theirs. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be ashamed for how I look, how I dress, or how I represent myself. We have become a society where it's so much easier to criticize than it is to pay a compliment. Why is the knee-jerk reaction to say something horrible rather than to say something nice? If you have a problem with that, I have to wonder, what is it that actually makes you so uncomfortable? Let's do better. Not just for me, but for every young girl who deserves to grow up without fear of being torn apart for simply existing. Now guys, I'm going to share the clip with you all of Millie Bobby Brown sharing her sentiments and also calling out these journalists and the articles that they did. So let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Hi everyone, it's Millie. I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me. Something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think this is very necessary to talk about. I started in the industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour, and some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawken. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" Written by John Eli. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum as she guides younger sister Ava through LA. Written by Cassie Carpenter. Another article reads, "Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mummy makeover look." Written by Bethann Edwards. Amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism. This is bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing, and the fact that some of these articles are written by women makes it even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting young women, but when it comes down to it, it seems a lot easier to just tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman on her terms, not their own. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be shamed for how I look, how I dress, or how I present myself. We have become a society where it's so much easier to criticize than it is to pay a compliment. Why is it the knee-jerk reaction to say something horrible rather than just say something nice? If you have a problem with that, I have to wonder, what is it that actually makes you so uncomfortable? Let's do better. Not just for me, but for every young girl who deserves to grow up without the fear of being torn apart for simply existing. Thank you.
Now guys, there you have it, Miss Millie Bobby Brown. Sharing her sentiments about journalists dissecting her appearance. Now, while I think the statement is powerful, and we had people like Miss Lauren Sanchez in our comment section with her lopsided face as well, saying this is so important and your words are so powerful. You are light in this world. Keep shining unapologetically. We had Winnie Arlud there. We had Sarah Jessica Parker there cheering her on. And while I understand her sentiments, and oftentimes we know that these media outlets are in fact brutal, the fact of the matter is, are they lying about Gen Zers rapidly aging? They are not. And oftentimes that these celebrities are in the spotlight, some things are like blinding us about their appearance. And we can definitely tell as well when they do their little nips and tucks and they do their little plastic surgery procedures, and they would want you to praise them for their, new look, their stunning outfit. But also they have to understand that criticism, it does come with the territory they're in. And there isn't much you can control sometimes. So in the cases where, these media outlets keep talking about them, I think Millie should focus on controlling the only thing she can control which is herself. Because we do see these rich and famous people looking very questionable. And as such, she has to understand that she cannot get into the habit of trying to dismiss every allegations about her. It's really gonna be draining and, taxing on her. And as well, if you look too sometimes at how these celebrities, not necessarily her, but if you look at oftentimes how these celebrities even criticizes the poorer class, like they think that because people are poor, people are lazy, people refuse to get their effing ass up and work. So you have to realize that people are naturally going to have a disdain for celebrity, and it's not because of her, really. People are just going to look at 10 celebrities who have said horrible stuff, and they're going to be like, you know what? Off with these celebrities' heads. We're done with them. We're so tired of them. They think that they're better than us because they have their money. And as such, people are going to just, declare violence on celebrity from a social media perspective. They're going to nit and pick, and they're going to pick apart their every single appearance. And it's not anything that is new. It has been a long-standing thing about celebrities versus the wider world. And the only thing that is making it seem as though it is just a new event is the fact that we have more social media outlets. These celebrities are promoting themselves even more, the events that they go to. And as such, we're seeing more of them. And once people are seeing more of them, people are going to have their own opinion. And it's going to sting. It's definitely going to sting because you can tell that it is stinging Millie Bobby Brown, and it's why she's expressing her concerns. But while it is stinging, Millie should also take whatever lesson she can from it and just move on gracefully, because they're not going to stop. Her statement is not going to stop, because you know what they're going to do now? Next time she steps out, they're going to say, oh my God, seems as though Millie is trying to shoot out critics with her appearance because we've seen an improved look. And they're going to say, remember the last time she did that Instagram video after the Vanity Fairs, event or after party or the Oscars, and she was happy that her image and her appearance was being picked apart. But it seems as though she has been taking notes. They're going to literally do that to her. So while I understand, she also has to just keep in mind that if you find that the media outlets are doing something and you reply to them directly, they're going to see it as ammo to next time be tactful with how they come at you. They're not going to stop. They're just going to do a better job of critiquing your appearance. But guys, it is your time to chime in. What's your take about what Millie Bobby Brown had to say about these journalists picking apart her appearance and not accepting that she's not growing up? I don't think that it's not people not accepting it. People are looking at other child stars and saying, for example, we never see that comment about a Zendaya. We never saw that comment about a Miley Cyrus. But when we see something that looks a bit outside the norm, of course, naturally, people are going to talk. But I want to hear from you guys. What's your take? While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up. Share, stay safe, and see you all in the comment section. Peace.